Hello again, boys and girls. And once again, as usual, I hope everyone is safe. And we're down to second to last week before school is over. So um, hopefully you all excited about getting ready for your vacation. And as usual, I miss you all and hoping everyone has had a very safe time during this pandemic time. So to get started, once again, we're dealing with geometry. And the standard for today, boys and girls, is 4.G.A.3, and that is recognize a line of symmetry for a two-dimensional figure as a line across the figure such that the figure can be folded along the line into matching parts. Identify line symmetric figures and draw lines of symmetry. So that's our standard for this particular lesson. So I'll let you look at that. And once again, in our times of lessons, you can always pause and go over the standard here in your distant learning. So let you look at that for a second. And now I'm going to put up the objective for today. Okay, so what's our objective for today? By the end of the lesson, I can recognize and draw lines of symmetry and identify line symmetric figures. So that's our objective. By the end of the lesson, I can recognize and draw lines of symmetry and identify line symmetric figures. Okay? So to start our lesson for today, and of course in our distant learning environment, boys and girls, once I go over this, of course you all will always, you can pause the video and try to solve this particular solve and share. So it says, how many ways can you fold the square so one half fits exactly on top of the other half? How many ways can you fold the letter so one half of it folds exactly on top of the other half? Solve this problem any way you choose. And of course, I hear somebody out in your distant learning environment saying, Ms. Stuckey, I know what you're going to say. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. And that is true dealing with figurative language. Of course, there will always be more than one way to solve this particular solve and share. So in a moment, boys and girls, I'm going to erase this, but in your distant learning environment, of course, you can pause the video and then come back and then see if what you came up with is exactly what I've come up with so far as to solve and share. Now, before we start going into that solve and share, I need to go over some vocabulary with you all. Okay? Now, so we have vocabulary. All right. Okay. Now, so the two vocabulary words. So we're talking about line symmetric, and we said that is both matching parts of a figure lined up, and you see I've color coded this, boys and girls, lined up exactly on top of each other. And then the line of symmetry is the fold in the middle of the object or shape. So I want you to think about this line symmetric, where it says both matching parts of a figure line up exactly on top of each other. Just think about, and once again here I'm thinking about some food, boys and girls. Think about if you have a sandwich that you're going to make, and you have two loaves of bread, right? Here's one loaf, here's another loaf of bread. And watch what I'm getting ready to do. And the moment I put one hand on top of the other hand, or that slice of bread on top of the other bread, what happened? The other bread disappeared? No, because they both have the same shape. So that's what we mean by both matching parts line up exactly on top of each other, just like two slices of bread when you're making a sandwich. Okay. Now, that line of symmetry, that fold we talk about, watch what I'm doing. In between my hands, think about this as a sandwich. In between here, when I fold it, that's that line we talking about. That's the line of symmetry. So when you fold that bread, it's like, where'd the slices go? It just looks like a straight line. Okay? That's what the line of symmetry does. All right. Two slices, close it. Now it seems like we just have one slice of bread because the other object, whatever it is, on top of one another with the exact same shape. Okay? So, with that being said, now I want you to pause and think about that solve and share, because we're getting ready to go with that, boys and girls.